to grab my books. Here we are.
No.
Hi.
Hi, there we go. Hi, everybody.
Like someone, quick.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Divide and Conquer's Rise of Tiamat, where we played some games in a book that we might or might not use.
Oh, look at that. Yes. Hi, we're playing Rise of Tiamat tonight. This is a 5th edition module published in 2014. Have to make that point. Of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, published by a certain company that has bad timing. But anyway, that's besides the point. I have personal opinions, but my personal opinions don't reflect this stream, so whatever. Anyway, so we're going to be playing a game, and it's endgame, which is exciting. I mean, not the last game. Might be. Depends what you guys do. So,
Depends if there's a birthday party next door.
all that matters is you have a birthday party that you need to get to. So you have to hurry up and save the world so you can go to this birthday party. Yeah.
That's why we have to collect all these towers.
Yes. You have to collect the towers and make sure.
Yeah. Put it in my pocket.
Okay. All right. Before we get into it, though, do we have any special announcements at all?
I don't think so.
Be good. Do good things. I'm blanking.
Be kind.
Okay.
Be kind to one another.
Be kind to one another. Yes. Be kind to one another. Register to vote. All that good stuff.
Oh my god, please do that. It's
Oh, yeah.
happening soon. What, 7 weeks now? 8 weeks now?
So soon. So soon.
No.
Okay. Anyway. I've had to take a moment of disassociation on that. Anyway. Let's go ahead and do intros then, if we have nothing special to announce, other than, hey, my dad has a book on Amazon. You should go buy it. There's a link to it, I believe, on the channel.
There is.
I think there is, yes.
There is.
He's writing his 4th one right now.
Yes.
I have been reading it as a beta.
Ooh.
There's some fun things happening. So if you are actively reading his book, you're going to love this one. He also does Gamma World sometimes, so which also helps write his books because they are based on the Gamma World setting. So if you like it, go get his book on Amazon, read it, leave him a review because he likes reading the reviews. He's also on Goodreads too, so if you want to leave a review to him there, there's also a Goodreads. And he has a website, which I don't have a link for right now, but he has a website.
Awesome.
So eventually I will get that from him.
Cool.
Okay. Anyway, let's do intros. Hi, I'm Vic. I will be your DM for the evening, and a lot of dragons. A lot of dragons. I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 tabs of dragons. So there's a lot of dragons, and that's not counting the minions.
He's
the end game.
just joshing. It's just the same dragon.
It's just one dragon with a lot of hats.
Yeah.
5 to be exact.
That's why it is.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Okay, sharing the same plane of existence with me is my other half, and she's somewhere downstairs. Hi, Tab. Who are you playing today? I don't hear you if you're saying words. And I hear an echo of "son of a bitch" from the distance.
Hello, everybody. I am
Hi.
Tabatha. I will be playing Patient/Rosemary, the Tiefling Sorcerer/Ranger.
Very good, very good. And next, as I go in my usual order, Jesus, who are you playing tonight?
Hey guys, I am playing Tarsius Chadington. He is a Minotaur barbarian fighter. He do good boy things, and he tried to do good boy things because proper grammar.
Proper grammar. That is an important lesson in gentleman's school.
It's got to be good grammar.
You must know your grammar before you know your sword. Wait. And his sister, who also attended gentleman's school, Jeremiah, who are you playing?
I am playing Cordelia Chadington, a Medusa fighter rogue. Was
Oh, cutting out for me.
the
Oh,
other one? Blood Hunter.
Bloodhound. There you go.
Okay.
Character sheet to load up.
Like for a second, it looked like you were running through the 500 characters that you have in your head before you found the right name.
Oh my god.
I literally, that's what I was actually doing. It was like, where is it?
It's like Carabao. No, Ragnar. No. All right, and our proverbial but literal babysitter. Hi, Nick. Who are you playing?
Hello, I am going to be playing Myria. She is a fairy fighter and cleric, and she is the only one with fly.
Yes, as you guys are about to travel over a ravine that is hundreds of miles down into the pit of hell.
Yeah.
She's the only one that can fly. With that, to our most traumatized and having nothing to really live for right now, Sydney, who are you playing?
I am Sydney. I'll be playing Nicodemus D. Hawkins, the human rune knight fighter paladin.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. With that underway, let's go ahead and roll our intro
All right.
and see what the hell you guys are doing.
Taking footage of rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. All right, let us do. I should have music on. Like, yes, everyone make sure you have your correct character sheets and make sure that they weren't messed with.
Yeah.
Pausing for this loud ass truck to pass by. Anyway, so you guys have dropped a whole mountain onto the Well of Dragons, which is the ritual site for bringing Tiamat into the material realm. That had some consequences. But first of all, you guys managed to escape safely, thankfully, into the using a teleport spell from your young sorcerer Tiefling, who the most familiar location that she had in the area just so happened to be her old prison cell from when she was being held at the Red Gate. That is the fortress that belongs to Cormorant, who was an ancient red dragon that is a general of Tiamat. And one of her children, because that's terrifying. So, escaping from the cell, you managed to climb your way to the roof of the fortress, and knowing that it is starting to sink into the volcanic ravine that it is placed in. One of the consequences of you guys dropping a castle on an active line of volcanoes.
Yeah.
So, but you managed to find what I like to call a hell skiff, which is basically what looks like a desert skiff itself, but with infernal parts kind of fixed onto it to allow it to have a means of flight. So basically, like a really hellish airship, but tiny. So, you fly your way out trying to find a direction for yourselves, but are then beset upon by the draconic abominations that were left to guard the Red Gate. But they were quickly defeated by not really a familiar character for your characters, but for all of you as players, as a red Aarakocra with dragon scaled armor and this really wicked katana managed to defeat them all alongside his protege, a young kobold with kind of MacGyvered little wings on his back and like a little backpack.
Sweet boy.
Sweet little baby boy. He's like 11 days old. But anyway. And with his guidance, he takes you to what is left of the armies that had gathered to defend the realm against the cult. But those armies are now scattered and trying to pick up what resources they can find, collect their dead, collect their wounded, as you all stand before this massive chasm that once was the road to the temple that belonged to Tiamat, but it is now just... It is essentially now opened to the Nine Hells, as they were in the midst of beginning their ritual when the mountain fell. And because of that, it caused a very bad thing to happen. It's the best way I can put it. When you have okay. To explain like 5, when you have Magic Castle using giant magic, with a big amount, like a big battery on it, falling down onto a ritual that's using draconic and infernal magic, and have those two collide, that caused a very big hole to tear into the plains. And since the gate was opening for hell, you were now facing Avernus has now been essentially brought closer to topside, as it is the closest layer to the material plane out of all the hells. So you now have miles upon miles of Avernus that you are looking out at, and in the distance you see the ruby red cage, this massive structure, and inside you see the writhing form of the dragon goddess herself, waiting to break out. As there are 3 towers that are floating above her, one that's directly over the cage, and that is a red tower made out of like these red clay bricks. The other one is a green tower that is covered in like gnarled roots and moss and overgrown. And then another one is a black tower that is made out of obsidian rock that is carved sleek with the sickish yellow glow to it.
I've played enough Minecraft. I know we need a diamond pickaxe for that.
Yes. You don't have enough components. So, with that before you, it looks like they are still in the midst of trying to complete the ritual, even though they are down 2 towers. One of them has been crumbled and fell into hell, and that being the white tower. The blue tower, which is this tower that looks like it has veins of sapphire kind of like flowing up the structure, seems to be still embedded in what's left of the earth, but it is not active. So with that, I will put you guys on your map.
Buddy, I swear.
He's got things to say.
He has a lot of things to say.
All right. And while you were amidst the armies that were kind of regathering themselves and making sure they're don't. It's like we have dogs that like to try to bark. Okay. Amidst the army trying to reconstitute themselves, you converged with Anthar Froom, who is the paladin of Torn. I said Helm last time, and that was wrong.
Okay.
It was because in my head I'm like it was a white it was a gauntlet, but I forgot there were 2 paladin orders with gauntlets, and he has a white gauntlet, so that is Torn.
Okay.
So amongst him is the one of the high wizards from Waterdeep, whose name I completely forgot because I changed it. You have the ambassador, who is also from the council, Ambassador Braun Anvil, and then you also have General Orion, who is Yuli's father. As they were all trying to figure out where to go from here. And you all know that they're going to continue the ritual no matter what. The towers do need to come down. But there is the issue of this chasm slowly expanding. Because as you guys were standing there kind of helping the wounded, kind of making sure people were okay, digging out rubble, equipment, you saw those that were closest to the ravine saw that it was ever so slowly starting to crack open more and more. And on top of that, Patience, you had a conversation with your proverbial auntie, as she had let you know that one of the former archdukes, his title's up in the air, it usually depends on his performance, but one of the archdukes had gone missing. And that is the archduke that shares the lair of Avernus with Zariel. And with that, you know that in order for Cormorant to have ascended to the status of a Great Worm, he needed to consume the heart of a very powerful devil.
In the words of my auntie, well, that sucks for Belle.
That's like a him problem. But like now it's also an us problem.
Yeah.
Because something power vacuum, something, unchecked power structures, poor management, but you didn't hear from me. Anyway.
Yeah. Great.
So, with all of this before you, what are we doing?
Patience is just gonna kind of look between the 2 towers, and you guys will just see her point back and forth between the green, the black, and she's eeny, meeny, miny, mowing it.
I can just picture Tarsius just like, this is an ancient tradition, yeah. Going along with it.
Might not be a bad idea to start at the tower that's still attached to some fucking ground. Since the lot of you can't fly.
I will say, just to let you know, the blue tower is going to be on the opposite side of the cage. So, in order to get to that, you're going to have to pass the green tower, the black tower, the cage, and I'll have everyone make me a perception.
Okay.
Coins.
Use this stuff.
No. That's a 10.
Pretty good.
13.
I'll give it to you. 13, okay. What'd you get, Hawk?
11.
11. Okay, that's a pass.
22.
Oh.
Yeah. And what we get, Cordelia?
I have a 14.
14. All right. So you all at least rolled a 10, which is great. So as you guys are more or less ascertaining the direction you need to take, you kind of glance out in the direction of your path, and you see an additional shape crawling onto the ruby cage. And you see that it is a burning inferno of a dragon. As it looks like its entire body is lit from the inside out.
Great.
As it looks very much like, when you're lighting like something from the inside, so you see like the rib cage and you see like the skeletal structure from the inside, as he is just this burning inferno. And that is your battery.
Hey, patience, there's your stalker.
And I'll say for those that rolled above a 15, you will see something else. As you guys are looking out, your eyes are caught by a quick glint of something metallic in the sky. And when your eyes go up, you see what looks like as you've all seen what an ancient gold dragon looks like. You see one that's smaller, a little slimmer, a little younger, flying down into the chasm. And for the briefest of moments, it looks like there is like a little swatch of black attached to the juncture of his back, which could be a rider. And this dragon is climbing up and then diving down straight at the Great Worm.
Myria's gonna look to Onthar and the rest and be like, are there any of the metallic dragons that survived around here?
As Onthar begins to open his mouth, immediately the air reverbs like with the sound of wings. And the ancient dragons circle around overhead as you see them. You see Glasshail, you see, essentially all of them. The only one that is missing for the moment, I believe, is Shervithia.
Oh, that answers that question. To be right back, and Myria's just gonna fly up to beat them.
Okay, you do that.
Try to have a talk.
Sure.
And that did. Glad you're all okay. It seems we were a little bit too late on a lot of factors on this one, but we did manage to knock out at least one of the towers and halt the ritual a little bit.
As the sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
And I know that I have asked a lot of you already, and as you can see, there's a giant fucking pit into the hells. And the queen bitch in her cage, they down there unfortunately have no way to get across, to get to the towers.
You do technically have a way.
The boat doesn't really count. It's tiny.
I will say, as tiny as it is, to amend some things, it is about a 15-foot little boat. It's not
He's
the
also
biggest.
not exactly the fastest.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll speak up here because if Myria's talking to the dragon, I feel like meanwhile back down, Patience is sitting there pulling out her little button collection, and it's just like, no, see, because this is what I can do. I can have. She'll like point over to Hawk because you and Myria can like do your whole giant thing where you can get big. I can cast fly on you, and you can carry us.
How long would I be in the air for?
Let's see, because I have a thing that allows me, if I extend a sorcery point, I can extend the duration of my spell, which means you would be flying for 20 minutes.
And Cole's going to interject with a well, actually moment.
Well, Hawk
What?
would stop there and be like, well, actually, I can only do the big thing for like a minute at a time.
And I was going to say, Rosemary. And he's going to pat your head when he says this. If I recall, your fly spell is subjective to you concentrating on it. If
I
you
can
lose
concentrate. I know
concentration-
how to do that. I
if
can do that.
something- If something causes you to lose concentration, then the spell ends. That could be you getting attacked. That could be somebody dispelling it. It could be a whole number of things. And you're about to go into a pit of who knows what, with a lot of dragons, probably ancient, and ancient dragons do know some spells.
She's just gonna roll her eyes like, oh, fine.
It's like, I would... If you give me a minute to look at it, I could look at the skiff.
Look at the what?
The skiff, the little boat that you guys took over here.
Okay. Okay. I mean,
I'm not exactly an artificer, but I guess you could say listened in a few times when I did travel with a very well-known artificer. And I can do that knowledge cleric thing where I can be proficient in something.
yep.
Like, let me read a book on this. As Cole will go to take a look at the infernal engine attached to this thing, you will see the warrior Arakakra just kind of standing there with hand on the hilt of his blade, looking out onto the expanse of Avernus, and he just nods to himself. There is no roof, Pope.
This man is overpowered now.
Uh-oh.
Somebody throw a fucking haste spell at him. It's fucking over. He's just gonna open his sword a little bit, close it, and then all of a sudden Tiamat's 5 heads fall off. Done.
Yeah. I was like, that was easy.
Well, time for birthday.
So Tiamat also goes to the birthday?
She's
I
not
mean-
invited.
I think I'm doing it.
She decided to have an event on the same day. She's definitely not invited.
Wow.
That is what we call a social faux pas.
I know Patience would look at the boat as Cole's looking at it. It's like, what if I enlarge the boat?
Which would only last for like a minute.
Fine. Like, ugh.
As Cole will be taking a look at this engine. The dragons to you, Myria, will basically be... It's like, we will assist you in your venture forward. And as you're having this conversation, you will see in the distance, on the two towers that are currently floating the closest to where you are, you see what looks like a very large green dragon scale the side of the green tower and rest itself there as its like snake-like head like looks out and then it like levels to look at in your direction since you are surrounded by a bunch of very large dragons.
Mary's just gonna flip
Okay.
it off.
And then on the black tower, you see a black dragon kind of emerge from like a hidden cavern under the rock that's holding it, as it kind of hangs upside down like a bat, looking at you. And as it does that, it flicks its tongue, and then a second black dragon crawls out from behind the tower and looks your direction. If only you had a third hand.
Right. Any chance you think you could give us a hand with those beasties over there? If we can figure out how to get ourselves over there. It seems the red one down there might have an idea.
We will assist. This is our fight as well.
That it may be, but you don't have to. And I thank you for joining us.
As they will descend down, and they will each perch on the edge of the chasm. See, Glasshair will be like the last one to land, and you all feel the tremor as he lands, as he is absolutely massive.
The old
And
man
just-
had to go slowly.
He did. He had to park it slow. As a
Gotta
bit
watch
of
them
the
knees.
cliffside just kind of like cracks off and falls into the hells below. As he will kind of swivel ahead back to you all and just say, "When you all ready."
Myria would look to everyone else and be like, huh?
Do a little stretch and just like, ready?
Yeah, I mean, we're as ready as I think we're ever going to be.
Yeah, Cordelia's gonna do like that one deep breath. Kind of like in yoga, like you go like this.
Yeah. With a little
She's
om.
gonna do that, but also her snakes are gonna follow her hand and also
Oh.
take a deep breath. And all 27 of them will have snakes, their tongues out, go. It's like we're ready.
As you will hear a little bit of cursing and infernal coming from the skiff as Cole's kind of like arm deep into the mechanism. And then you hear the sound of something kind of like switch, and then the engine just kind of like purrs to life, and there's like a little bit more of a glow to it. And so he'll just kind of like shake his hand out, and you'll see like the soot kind of like falling off of his sleeve. She's like, "Okay. It should be better now." It's like, for some reason it was on automatic, so, but it's better now, so they'll have a little bit more of a kick.
Oh,
Well then.
So.
With that.
Yeah. Let me put
let's
you guys
go
on the
kick
next
some
map.
fucking dragon ass.
So
Of
let
the
me put you on-
non-metallic kind.
Let me put you on the next map. As here's how this is gonna go. I'm going to. So, you guys are here. There are a few positions to take on this skiff. One is the driver. There are two scorpions mounted on the front sides of this skiff. There is also a harpoon attached to the bottom. And then there is the sails.
Is it a harpoon launcher or just a harpoon?
Harpoon launcher.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and so with that, basically, this, how I have this map spaced out is each square is 30 feet. Your skiff will go a full total of 120 feet. And for anybody who decides to be the driver, an action that you can take, since we're going to treat this like a combat round, I'll have an initiative for everyone. The skiff will have all of you guys go at once. So, for the driver, you can choose to spend an action to accelerate, and that will double your movement. So, instead of 120, you get 240 movement.
All right.
And then for gunners, you have, for the scorpions, you can fire once, and then it is you can either choose a bonus action to reload or do something else. And the harpoon will need a full action to reel back into its launcher once fired. Which you will have a rope of about 200 feet.
All right.
All right. So
If
let
it's
me.
okay.
Yes.
Myria
Go ahead.
would immediately go. I'll take the sails. I've been sailing ships for too many fucking years. So I'll take the sails.
Okay. Does anyone specifically want the harpoon?
You're the biggest, big guy. You're gonna be able to reel that in fastest.
Okay. Just gonna make my way up there and just like pretend like I'm doing it, just to, like get the motion ready and like just memorize it.
All right.
What are the jobs again? Sales, harpoon.
Sails, harpoon.
That'd be-
There are
Yeah,
two
it should be
scorpions, so
filled.
we can have two gunners,
Mhm.
and then Myria chose to be the driver. So
No, Myria's the
Okay.
sail.
she's the sails. Got it. Okay, I misheard.
You're good. You'll suggest Patience and Cole to be the drivers.
I don't think
Do you want
Cordelia's
a-
ever driven because she's a
As
Cordelia's never driven because she's a passenger princess.
you don't have your
So
dice.
she's taking the she doesn't have a license. she's gonna take one of the guns, I guess, the gunner position.
I mean, she has the eagle eyes.
Yep.
It also won't be a bad idea to put someone who's like not easily pushed away to drive, like that can take a hit or two, so we can like not veer off course.
That's not a bad idea. What do you say, big man? Looking over at Hawk.
Let's do it.
Guess that lays Patience on the gun.
Sure, she would
Wait,
love
I
that.
get to shoot things?
Yeah.
Nice.
So she
Hawk,
loves that
Hawk
idea.
sit there. Hawk will sit there and be like, she's like, Patience is on the gun. Hawk will kind of like sidestep over and just kind of nudge her out of the way, like, no. Sorry, kid.
Why not?
And you're driving, Mr. Hawkins.
You know what? Yeah, she can shoot the gun. I'd rather that than her drive.
I thought so.
Other thing, like moving it back and forth, like,
When I do this, the whole thing shakes. Watch.
So as you guys are getting your positions in place, Paul will stand outside of the skiff, and he's going to look to you, Patience. And you can see that this is he's very not happy about this at all.
what's wrong?
He just takes a breath, and it's just like, I can't go with you.
But why?
Pourquoi?
Because it isn't it's not and he's like trying to find the words for it, and he just said, and like he spits these words out, like just like there's like a bit of venom on his voice, because it's not in the plan.
It's like Grandpa said no.
Grandpa said no.
She looks really mad when he says that too.
Just, and he'll kind of like go up to the side of the skiff, and he'll just like climb up to put a hand on your cheek and just say, "Be safe. This is a really big thing you're doing, and you shouldn't have to be doing this, but the way it's perceived, this is how it plays out. So just know that this is it. This was the choice."
She'll give him a hug.
And he'll hug you so tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I shouldn't be allowing this. I shouldn't be letting this happen. You're only 9.
Yeah, she's like, Dad, it's fine. I'll come back.
Right. I will. And he just kind of sighs when he says this. I will see you at the birthday party.
Yes.
Do not be late.
I won't.
And if you need me to come get you, I am a sending spell away.
She's like, okay, got it. Under her breath, I don't know that spell.
I thought you did.
No. She has message, not sending.
Well, all right. Either way, he's gonna hold your like both hands on the sides of your face as he's going to say, if it comes down to it, I will rip through the 9 hells themselves just to get you back. I will not lose you again.
Uh-oh.
Then he will give you a kiss on the forehead, and he will step back and just doing his best to try not to cry.
Fair.
Yeah. So, as you guys take your positions, we are more or less ready to launch, so... But I think our driver had to step away.
Her tummy noped.
Her tummy noped? Okay, well if we want, we can take a quick break, so that way we can have some time to reconstitute, and then I'll have the driver roll initiative, and then we'll go from there.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Quick break, take puppies out,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Hey guys, welcome to Hot Girl Crit. I am one of your hosts, Carice, with my co-host,
Hi, I'm Jesus. I'm the other person in the room.
the other hot girl. Welcome, welcome. This is kind of a new thing that we're working on. It's gonna be our new show for the channel.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss things that are controversial. You know, how Ronald Reagan was the devil and how capitalism is ruining everything.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan is definitely somewhere in the Nine Hells.
I suspect Ronald Reagan is actually Asmodeus.
I think he's worse, to be honest, but I digress.
Yeah, we're actually going to be discussing tabletop RPG stuff and Dungeons & Dragons, mostly a lot of Dungeons & Dragons, anything that involves clicky-clackies of the math variety.
We play a lot of Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah, we do. So please watch all of our Hot Girls Crit stuff, because if you're on this show, you're a hot girl. If you're listening, you're a hot girl.
Beware the gelatinous cube. Look at this poor bloke. That's his femur sticking out. He tried to stab him. Made him mad. That's his shield. It's melty.
The correct music? I'll say yes. Okay. Alright, so starting with like most of the dragons are going first. I should have put them all on a shared initiative, but I like to punish myself for some reason.
Why do you do that to yourself?
So
That's who
you guys are. That's just who I am. So you guys are all aboard the skiff. Each square is going to be about 30 feet. You get 120 feet of a regular movement, but as the driver, Hawk, you get to expend an action to accelerate, which would give you double the movement. So about 240 feet total. These fellows right here, for each one that you see here, there's going to be about 10 in a group, so we're doing horde mechanics for that. And then everybody gets to... I will call out names as we get to the skiff's initiative to ask what you are doing. You can use an action to use one of the weapons. You could use it to turn your sails. You can use your harpoon, or you can do something that is within your character to do. You have a couple of ancient dragons waiting on the towers for you. There is also a great worm that is about to engage in battle with a gold dragon. But first we are going to move one of the ancients forward, as they are going to be expending most of their movement to move, since they have a fly of... So we are going to...
Is it just me, or did the initiative disappear for everybody else?
It
Yeah,
absolutely did, because I'm silly. I hit the wrong button. Alright, is everybody can see the thing that...
Yes.
the same list? Okay, good. Fantastic. Good. Alright, it's gonna be me moving just a lot of dragons for like a minute, so bear with me.
You're good, bro.
My boy is going to scoot that way. We get to move. Please. Like, oh, you're not very fast. Dink. Dink. Okay, 180 puts you right there. Birderai gets to follow you guys out, as everybody is just taken off. Okay. Dink, 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 dink. We are doing our thing. Already. Okay, so Hawk, you are driving. What are we doing?
Cute.
Oh, let me give you actually. Let me give you control. That is
That
the
will help,
important
yeah.
thing. That would help a lot, so I'm not having to move everything.
Cute Tokyo Drift music.
There you go. Yep. Ding,
really.
ding, 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 ding.
Nobody wants me doing that.
Why not? Do it.
People just get yeeted off the side of the skiff and directly into hell.
Yes. On the upside, that means you get to go to the birthday party and not think about this.
I think he would think about it. The guilt complex on this one.
And then Phoebus will toddle up to you and be like, "Would you like to have a cupcake? Thank you for attending."
God. So polite. Okay. Whoa, shit. I zoomed out and it zoomed out.
Oh.
Yeah. It's big.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Big map.
It's a real big map.
Ah, what?
You got it? You good?
Yeah. We are the thing that looks like...
Yes,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
gonna
I'm
be
like-
this little thing.
I
Right
was
here.
thinking we're the thing near in the general vicinity of Birdrai. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Like rev that engine a little bit. Which one? Need
All right.
direct. Pick a tower, any tower. Hello.
Oh.
My bad.
Hello.
I mean, the green one is the closest to us.
Mm-hmm. And has the least amount of dragons on it.
That's
Well- Then say less skirt and just start going that way then.
all right.
Cool.
What are the range of the guns? Or the squares are
30.
what's
30.
the
So the range on
30
them is going to be
per
it's going to be standard. You're going to be using the stats of a scorpion.
okay. Do I just type scorpion 5e?
Absolutely.
You said.
Yes.
Oh.
So
maybe
120 is your base speed, and for an action you can accelerate, and that'll double your movement.
I had to do mental math.
That's exactly what I've been doing this whole time.
Okay.
I decided to challenge myself today, and I hate it.
Fair.
I was like, you know, it'd be
The
a fun
scorpion
map.
That's showing to me is the
So
tiny
for
scorpion.
clarification,
Oh, hold on.
Is it the Spelljammer Scorpion?
You know what? Let me look it up.
the big boy dragons that are in our immediate vicinity are our friend.
Yeah, the ones that are on your side are friend.
Okay, good. Friend-shaped dragon. Bet. My next question is, if I hit one of these bitches with a skiff, is the skiff going to win? And by bitches, I mean these little dudes.
So, I just closed the thing that was rolling
Or
my
are we
dice.
playing by deer rules where
I'm gonna say
fuck you.
your skiff is about 15 feet in length. It does have a bit of iron plating on the front, but I'm gonna say you're gonna get the feeling that goodness from the pits of hell. But I'll say it's one of those, you can hit a deer if you really want to. Just know that the deer is gonna hit back, and you don't know what kind of damage that will do.
That's just
Yep.
Phoebus down in the hells because someone told me he couldn't have a cheese ball.
Exactly. Yeah. Grayson's placing all the accoutrements out, and Phoebus is trying to grab them.
As someone who works on cars and has repaired many a deer hit, don't hit the deer.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, you, the deer might die, but you are also still. Okay. Goodness, we have some thoughts.
Like, he's got some whole thoughts. Okay, hold on. Where are the fucking... Hold on.
I guess then we're gonna go for it. I need to point at the screen because I can't remember thing there. So he'd use that action, or I guess his action. Wait,
Alright, in my head it was...
the
Sorry.
extra movement. So you said it's 120 feet,
Yes.
and then as an action, I can go an additional 120 feet, right?
Yes.
Now, does that negate, like, if Patience needs to fire the gun, does that negate her turn as well?
No, you all get your own individual turn. It's just you're all sharing an initiative.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, Hawk will just, like, we're gonna try to power through this shit. Like,
Okay.
we are trying to go quick, fast, and in a hurry here, because time is of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna move... Hell.
Alright, I'm posting... sorry, real quick. I am posting the stats for the weapon. In my head, I was saying Scorpion. What I actually meant was Ballista.
Got it.
But instead of where it says an action to reload, it is a bonus action to reload. They are a smaller scale, but they will do the same amount of damage as the one that is listed.
And that's the thing that Patience is manning?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. So
And
pull up
Cordelia.
ballista. Got it.
So the Yeah, the two small ones, not
Yes.
including Myria, because Myria is
Patience needed a
kind of
box in order.
not a small.
She's like, she's like, Patience is like the
She's
little
just
kid that's trying to see out of the lookout binoculars because her arms are up like this, and she's like trying to. So yes, okay. So you punch
she
the
need an
skiff
apple
forward.
box.
Yep.
I probably need an apple box.
Yes. So Hawk, you punch the skiff forward, it accelerates. You get that smell, that hellfire smell of like brimstone and sulfur that comes out off the engine, and then you guys like take off and basically skip out into the air, as you are now over the chasm to Avernus, and the sounds of the screams of the damned souls overwhelms the air around you. It's cut a little bit by the sound of your engine and the dragon wings beating, but it is haunting. Okay, so let me do next. I will call Myria, you are sales. So what are we doing?
I mean, if the Hawk put their all into it, she would open the sails fully to get as much wind as we possibly can to make us go much faster.
Got it. All right, so for that, I will have you roll me an athletics.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, yeah. So you get the sails open full, using your prowess as a sailing expert, and it is a much smaller ship than you are used to sailing. So at least the lines are all within reach for you. So that makes it a little bit easier.
I mean, she can fly, so
That is
most
fair.
lines are in her reach.
That is fair, but you're having to fly a less amount of distance just to get to them.
That's fair.
It's more convenient.
It is more convenient. Okay. Next, I will do our guns. So we'll start with Cordelia. What are we doing?
I guess. I also just now realized that you prepared that.
Uh-huh.
First square is already ready at 30 feet.
I absolutely did, yes.
I don't have to do math.
No, I didn't want to do math.
I guess for the normal, so I will attack that. And
All right.
We'll just do one attack, right? Not.
Yeah, so you get one attack each.
Yeah.
So one action, one attack, and then a bonus action to reload.
Not our boop, +6. That's 24.
24 will hit.
I'm definitely not ready for dice. Come here, dice. Yeah.
Yes, make sure you have all your dice prepared for.
That's not a 10.
In
That's a
D&D,
D12.
who uses dice to play D&D?
Oh, let me get
17
17. Yeah, okay. Let me.
points of piercing damage.
Okay. So let me. And which one were you attacking again?
This guy is an enemy, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be about 10 enemies there. So, all right.
Okay.
Let me put in 17, and I have to get. Okay, so. I am going to copy and paste some rules real quick. But I am going to amend a couple of things. All right. And that is going to be the stats for the harpoon. And for the harpoon, I will say change your dice to d12s.
Okay.
Since it is a bigger weapon.
Okay, cool.
Oh, what? Instead of 3d10, 3d12?
Yes. Because it is a big ol' harpoon. Like, I will...
Oh, for the harpoon?
Yes. Because this is the one that I am using as reference for your skiff. It looks a little familiar. That's the one I'm using as reference right now. So.
Okay. Ooh. Is that a harpoon in the front?
Yes, that is the harpoon in the front.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
That
Like I
looks
said.
that definitely looks like
Giant
I would
harpoon.
if I hit that dude.
Yeah, I don't want to be
like
in
when
the...
you see those
I don't wanna
sick
be in the end
boots
of
where
that.
you can get the knives in the toe of your boot. That's what that looks like.
All right. So, Patience, you are the other gunner. What are we doing?
I mean, we're pretty much getting ready to aim to fire at these guys over here. Hold
Okay.
on. Right here.
Got it. Okay. Go ahead and roll me your
They're
attack.
within range. Cool. I'm trying to understand how this is. So basically, what? Just d20 plus 6.
I believe that's what that says.
So that's a 12.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Assuming
that
that misses.
that will miss. Yes, unfortunately.
Fuck.
Well, let me double check. Yes, that will miss. So
Patience
I'm gonna.
just-
Yeah, I will chalk that up to you can just barely see over the sights, so you're just kind of guessing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's one of those things where she's just like, yeah, no, I can't. Nah. Spells it is.
Okay. All right, and next, Tarsius. What are we doing?
Okay. Well, I don't know if the 90 degree angle can aim over yaw. So, you're too far away. I can have the harpoon ready.
I will say that these are hordes of guys, so there's like 10 per, so it's like a cloud of them.
Yeah,
And you don't just have to use the harpoon. You
Yeah.
can do your other actions as
I
well.
will definitely use magic missile then.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab my cloak, fleur it, and then just like almost like I have water and I'm just like spraying it, and it's just like tiny little bull horns are gonna come out of my hands, and I'm just gonna magic missile. I'm gonna aim for like 4 and 4, so like target 2 individuals. If that is too complicated, or if that makes, because I don't know how you're dividing it.
I'm gonna say so
Just
what I'm
target.
doing is I'm doing a group HP.
Got it,
Roll
okay.
me all the damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm like, Cordelia, you're just like, you're watching your brother do his spells, and you're just like, his secret practicing in his room is paying off.
Yeah.
It's like anytime he didn't think anyone was looking, you watch as he's like trying to practice, like, go.
My snakes are... When I'm asleep, my snake is like, hey, he's doing it again.
It's been weird. He's like the kid that was tried to practice slinging Spider-Man webs after watching the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I.e. my brother. Because that's exactly what my brother did after we watched the first Spider-Man movie. He ran through the movie theater just going.
Yeah, that's Tarsius exactly. That is 30 even.
30 even, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled quite a bit of 4, so that's pretty
Good.
good.
Good. You need all those.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, it is time to start moving things again. So
On the road again.
that
Let me
on the road
mark
again.
Magic Missile.
All right, you do that. The 2 black dragons are going to stay on their towers. All right, old boy. Like, and back to moving. All right, so just before you. Doop, boop, boop. Now that it sees something moving, it is. You're gonna watch as the green dragon veers in your direction.
Oh shit.
On you scaly bitch.
As it lets out this, as it was flying towards essentially the ravine, it was heading towards one of the dragons, but then it sees the little skiff pushing forward across, up in the air, and it's kind of like how you watch as, you know how like hawks kind of like adjust their flight, and like you see their head just like as like the sight itself, their whole body shifts, and you watch as it angles towards you. So next are these little dudes. Bop, bop. With his whole chest.
It's
Goodness.
because our neighbor went down in his freaking golf cart thing,
Goodness. Fucking golf
and he
cart.
heard it.
For what?
Oh.
It's not even trash night.
No idea. Hell if I know.
Jesus Christ. Oh, these dogs. And I'll say, as you guys are approaching, you're getting closer to the towers, you will see this ferocious battle that is happening just beyond the towers between Cormorant and the Gold Dragon, as they are just clawing and tangled around each other. But it looks like the Golden Dragon is not going to be strong enough, as it is trying its best.
Oh, buddy.
He's doing the best that a Spud can. Alright. These guys have gotten close enough.
Is there a fox hitting the ankles of the red dragon? I was like, take that.
Somewhere.
He's
He's
just
sit-
with his cane. Just
In spirit, he is. I think he's sitting at a party
Get
right
out of
now
my
with
lawn.
with a piece of cake and a party hat, just like.
I want to see.
He's enjoying
Fox at a party
retirement.
hat.
He's like, I brought my
Yeah.
kids, and then he unleashes 3 baby black dragons, and this is like, what the fuck are you doing? All right, so we are going to roll some attacks.
Oh, jeez.
Because these guys are now close enough, I am going to roll for... We're just going to do a whole attack, and that is going to be at the gunner, which is Cordelia. And it's a natural 1, so congrats.
Ha. Ha.
Congratulations. These guys are fighting
I just
that
ducked-
dragon.
I ducked behind my gun.
These guys are moving in. These guys are moving in. This guy is rolling his attack. All right. Okay. These guys are moving in. All right. Hey, Hawk. What are we doing? As there is currently a horde of aberrations on your port side? No, starboard.
Yes.
Yes.
Whichever.
One of them's
To the left.
to the left,
Um,
everything you own in a box to the left.
Yep. Well, we're driving, so we can't really attack anything.
I had it wrong. I had it right the first time. Port side's left.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, somebody told me the easy way to remember is to spell left is 4 letters.
And port is 4 letters.
Yeah.
Right on.
That's fair. That's smart. I like that.
I'm like, yes, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do my best to
Oh,
remember
that's
that.
Smart. That's
Um,
smart.
Yeah, he's driving, so he can't really do anything.
I mean, I will say that the base speed for the ship is 120. It's just it takes an action to accelerate. So if you want to, the ship will still move 120 feet. You can also take an action to attack, defend, do what you need to do.
That's fair. I'm reading my reactions, and I'm like, ooh. I forget that I get fancy things from the paladin stuffs now.
Yes, you do.
I
Don't
do
forget
so.
your paladin things.
I do
Is
so.
there a thing where you move your wheel to port side and just ram them?
My problem is if we do that, everybody would end up probably having to make a dex save.
That is correct.
That's true.
Any hard turns are going to require a dex save.
I'm pretty sure no one is wearing a lifeline, so no one's
Oh,
got.
that's
their
what the
seatbelts
rope
on.
was.
Oh, right, that's what
That's why they gave us harnesses.
Yeah, so
That's fine.
Knowing this group's luck, you would see a rope you tied around yourself as your lifeline, but it turns out it's the rope to the harpoon.
God.
Fire. Okay.
Oh!
It's like,
That's
oh
how I
look,
get
that
to the
looks like
Green
it's gonna
Dragon
hit.
Yep.
Yep. The question is, if that happened and the harpoon did hit, once we hit the harpoon after it hit, does that deal additional bludgeoning damage?
Depends on what you hit.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by. We're gonna keep fucking keep on keeping on. That was really loud. So let me measure again. Hold on. So that I can. Oh, a dwagon. We're gonna try to. My hands are too shaky for this. Okay,
You're good.
so that's the double movement.
Got it.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid a greenie here.
All right, I will have you. Let me roll some ups. Do we at least try to hit something? And they rolled a natural 1 again.
I think they should hit each other with two
What?
You know what?
ones in a row. I mean,
It injured itself in its confusion.
They absolutely did. I'll say the blowback on the skiff jumping off is what fucks with them.
Everyone hates the blowback.
Anyway, Cordelia, what are we doing? Or, sorry, Myria, then Cordelia.
Myria is gonna look at the green dragon.
Okay,
Flip it off. For
got
one.
it.
That's what it does.
Flipping off is a free action.
Yeah. Do. And she's gonna try and cast banishment on it.
Sure. Go for it. What do I gotta roll?
Charisma 17.
Back to the pit from whence you came.
All right. So we're gonna yeah, okay. That's how I'm gonna roll it.
That actually worked.
I'm gonna roll it as DM. I'm rolling it this way. We rolled a natural 1,
Ooh.
So that basically means that's a fail.
Fantastic.
So we're gonna just
Bloop.
yeah, and gone.
Bye.
They went to the birthday party. I'm kidding.
That makes
Finish
that
the
makes
birthday
total
party.
sense.
Pop up in this like, who the fuck is that?
Are you the clown? All right, here's the fucking makeup. Here's the phone.
All right, here's the makeup. Here's the. Do you know how to tie? Do you know how to make animal balloons? No, figure it out. You better fucking learn.
Can you blow up a balloon? You don't have lips. How? You are the worst clown ever.
Fine. If you're not gonna be the clown, you're gonna be the balloon animal.
Oh, you must be here for pin the tail on the dumbass. Go stand over there.
That is now the rule. That if banishment happens, you're sent to the birthday party.
Oh my god.
God.
Is Phoebus ready with a piece of cookie? Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Here is your gift bag.
I'm sorry, all I can imagine though was Phoebus looking at the dragon, just looking back over at Grace and going, "Father, you promised me a pony. This is not a pony."
I wanted a pony wide. This is not a pony.
When the green dragon comes back from banishment, he has a hat.
His little hat and a little gift bag.
The little kazoo thing.
Oh yeah, the party blower.
Like this is a Taderic party. It's not a goodie bag. It's a swag bag.
Yeah.
It's got a T-shirt. It's got like some like designer or something in there.
So, question for you, DM.
Yes.
Since this plane of existence technically is not the dragon's home plane,
Yes.
If the concentration lasts for the 10 rounds, does it just stay gone?
Yeah, it's gonna be stuck at the birthday forever.
Cool.
Oh no.
Hey, we get to see the green dragon later.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Hey, I remember you.
We're like, hurt.
I call first names on pin.
Sitting there working the punch bowl.
That's all I got, by the way.
All right. Okay, Cordelia, it is your turn.
Well, my turn definitely changed. I was gonna jump on that green dragon. Honestly, I was like,
It's like you're seeing it, you're lining up the shot, you're getting ready to run, and then it's gone.
Hawk, like, please keep all hands,
yeah.
feet, and snakes in the skiff.
Because I was gonna say, hey, brother, Kawa West, pointing at the harpoon.
Oh,
just gonna ride the harpoon.
Dragon.
Go. Safety first.
Yeah.
Well, your life first.
Sure, I'll just take the disadvantage, but I'll hit that guy.
Okay, sure. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
It's 120. Yeah, it's 120 regular range. I will take the 10.
That unfortunately misses.
I was like, I should have just used my bow.
It happens. All right. Patience. You're up.
Hold on, because I gotta do math.
Okay, do your math.
Oh, hey, look, they're actually in range for this, because it is 150 feet for me. Yeah, Patience, realizing that the ballista is not her strong suit, literally looks at that group and is just like, fireball.
Yeah, all right. Let me roll a dex.
This is the perfect environment for it.
It really is. Like, I didn't ask.
And I did not
matter how
draw
big the room is.
So.
Congrats. I'm proud of you. We don't need you to turn into a toddler again.
No.
Okay, so that's a fail. Like, we collectively rolled a 5. We don't exactly have the best decks.
We get the D8s for that one. Wait. No, it's 8d6, I believe.
Patience
Oh,
really said
excuse
you're
me.
fucking right.
Whatever you want.
Brew, I swear.
Like, the rules are changing. Nothing fucking matters. It all
Not
in the air. See what happens.
This is a lawless wasteland.
It's a lawless wasteland at this point. Fuck it. We make up our own rules now.
35 points of fire damage.
35 points of fire damage.
35.
Damn. 35.
35.
35 points of fire damage. Aunt Sarah. Okay.
And oh my god, the noise!
How are her eyebrows? Fucking love Aunt Sarah. Anyway. Okay, Tarsius, what are we doing?
I'm looking at Cordelia. Are you sure you want to do this? And then, like, as that's happening, I'm sending another wave of magic missile, to the closest to my. Why is it not doing? Oh, I didn't have the arrow.
Said no, actually.
Yeah. Hand grabby is to move the screen because I can't do it the old way because they're updated. So, magic missiles on that group. D4, please come here. Thank you.
No.
Aww.
Not allowed.
Okay. 8. Two more. 35 this time.
35? 35.
35.
Welcome to Divide and Conquer, where we're all going to be Irish for the rest of the session.
Or at least until I finish saying 35. That's as far as I can
Until
get.
people stop rolling 30s.
35 on a 35?
35 on 35.
70. I got it. Cool. That is... bop. You bloody. Look at that. Congrats. Alright. Back to moving. As this is effectively gone. These fellas are
There's
still
3
sitting.
dragons surrounding it.
Yeah, they're
Sure
not
it's
really
not.
gonna last.
That's fine. They can go to the birthday party too.
Bop. And bop. You're at a birthday party. Or I believe do they have to roll something for that or no? Or is it all just for the banishment, the green dragon?
Oh no, I believe if the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. If the target is native, remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint pop noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before the 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left, or in the nearest unoccupied space, if that space is occupied.
Got it.
It's just gone.
Yeah, okay. It is there for pony rides. Got it.
Pink Pony Club.
It's like, oh great, you must be the pony rides. We asked for a pink one. Can you just, you know what? Like we can get someone to magic some pink glitter on you. It'll be all right.
He was like, Papa, is Chapo Gnome here yet?
Chapo no.
You're welcome.
Fuck. I'm like,
Oh my god.
that. If you don't have a point of inspiration, I just want you to take one for that alone. You make the DM lose their shit during the rest of this campaign. You get an inspiration point. That's all I'm gonna say.
Makes sense.
Okay. That's dead. What else is happening? Where the fuck are you? There you are. To about what? Here. All right. Let's go. Let's do our thing, buddy. Okay. So you guys are going to watch as the gold dragon, who is wrestling with this great worm. You watch as the great worm grabs onto the gold dragon's neck, and you watch as he shakes him like vigorously, as flames just fly out from this behemoth's maw, and the gold dragon falls down off of the cage. So that happens.
Mm.
All right, these guys are moving up. These guys are moving in. All right, and this dude. He as you see the great worm standing atop of the ruby cage, he kind of like grasps his claws around the rungs of the red metal, and he lets out this thunderous roar. And you're going to watch as meteors start to plummet from the clouds down over the ravine.
Oh.
So this is about to make things very difficult.
Damn.
Great.
Buckle up,
Fantastic.
buttercups.
Meteor swarm?
Meteor swarm, yes. So it's called Rain of Fire, is what he's doing.
Oh. It's just funny because we were talking about meteor swarm last Friday.
Oops. So there are now meteors falling down over the terrain. So I'm gonna have to ask for something from the driver in a minute, or from all of you, I would say. Let me get this dude moving up yonder. Okay. Okay, so we have meteors raining down from the sky right now. So I'm going to need Hawk. I need you to make me a dexterity save. So using your stats, you will be the one to navigate the ship to keep it from getting hit. And I would say if, since Myria, since you are on sails, if you would like to assist with that using the sails, you can have Hawk roll with advantage.
Yes, I will assist.
Okay.
All right. And you said this is which kind of roll?
Dexterity save.
Where are the
With
stats?
advantage.
Yes, with advantage, since Myria is working the sails.
What are stat? Vehicles. Which one of these did you say it was?
A dexterity save.
Oh, it's just.
Yeah, we're gonna use your stats for that, since you're the one
Okay,
driving.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so it's either a dirty 20 or
Okay.
19. So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's a pass.
Sweet.
So as you are essentially like gunning forward, trying to get to the tower as fast as you can, this massive meteor just like careens down out of the sky, almost impacting with your ship, but you manage to kind of like turn that wheel as fast as you can. And Myria, with the help of the of your sails, you manage to make it a much smoother transition than it could have been. So nobody has to roll dexterity saves to get thrown. Congrats.
Woo.
All right. So next, Cordelia. What are we doing?
I'm just attack.
Okay.
That is a 21.
All right. 21 hits.
$13 points of damage.
13 will take that.
Oh, piercing. Also, can I?
Yes.
Are we able? I know I'm using the ballista,
Yeah.
but can I still use my superiority die? My maneuvers.
I will allow it.
Okay.
Since
I
you are
just wanna do
technically
the-
attacking.
Yeah, I just want to do the maneuvering attack.
Okay.
So it's basically I am allowing to what's this called? Move half its speed. So I'm pointing on Hawk basically. So move half the speed of the dinghy.
There you go. Get a little jump forward.
Yeah, a little jump forward.
Which I'll say, Hawk, if you haven't already moved the skiv, you can move it.
Okay. Once again, with my trusty pointing.
Also, it doesn't because I know she's a
Gracias.
Okay.
Ugh.
Anything else, Cordelia?
That's it.
All right. Patience.
Okay, let's see here. We are going to. You know what?
Yes.
Let me see. Sorry.
You're good.
Trying to. Oh my gosh. Please work.
You got it?
Even though we're closer to the green tower, pretty much back over in this direction, she'll fire off a Eldritch Blast.
All right. Roll me attack.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Don't do that. That might curse you.
Dirty 20.
Or not.
She can actually hit with it, apparently.
Unlike some warlocks. Anyway,
God.
yes. Roll me your damage. It hurts me to say that.
I mean, funny enough, hers isn't from a Warlock Pact, it's Spell Sniper.
Whatever. Roll me your damage.
You still hit, and that's what matters. Because if you could.
Oh, wait a minute. So, okay, question with because at the level that she's at, it mentions that it makes 2 beams. Do I have to roll an individual attack with both beams? Which each
That's
beam?
usually how I've done it.
Alright, so let me roll the other 2. Okay, so 20, 28, and a 12.
Fine.
Huh?
The 12 does not hit.
Okay, so I'll roll 2.
Yeah.
Wow!
The 28 hit.
No, but one of them was a 9, and then the other one was a 1.
Oh.
Rip.
1 point of damage and then 9 points of damage.
So collectively 10.
Yes. That's some shit. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Tarsius, is there anything you want to do?
I mean, I can throw more magic missiles at the bloody swarm.
You could, if that is what you wish to do.
That is what I wish to do.
That is what you wish.
Yes.
I just imagine Stranger as a genie.
That is a market I haven't hit yet. Barris, shove me in a bottle.
It's a bit of living space.
Get the olive oil.
We don't need any more olive oil. You're fucking covered in it constantly.
You're self-lubricating.
This was 26.
26. All right. Like, how do you want to do this, Tarsius?
Just little tiny bowls are just gonna start like going through individuals, and you're just gonna hear small little cows. I know it doesn't have an audio like sound, but yeah, Tarsius can do them.
I will say with your innate natural magical self as a Minotaur, it makes them moo. I will say.
Okay.
Tiny little cows mooing as they eviscerate this cloud of flying dreadnoughts. You watch as they all fall into hell, their bodies burning up from the heat as they enter its atmosphere.
Ooh. That's so good. Back to harpoon.
And you watch them falling until they are literally burnt to dust and they just wisp away. Don't fall. All right, and Myria, is there anything you want to do?
Blue dragon on our side?
Yeah, that is a silver dragon.
Oh, it looks blue to me. Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
they'd call you racist, but you know.
Hey, my computer screen, it looks fucking blue, so...
Computer screens do that.
Racist.
No, not right now. I mean, she just kind of keep working the sails, making sure that we can go as fast as we can.
All right. And I will say, since we are close enough, and it is just about time, or getting to time, we're gonna let you skip the rest of the way there, because otherwise it's just gonna be me moving little pogs on a board, and nothing all exciting's happening other than people flying into battle. So let me grab all of you. Like, where are you assholes at? Today, thank you. You're not there, you're not there. So I will say you guys will land. As you'll land the skiff on the little piece of earth that is still clinging to this tower, you will see overgrown roots and vines wrapping around and basically being what's holding like this structure together. As there is this green glow coming from the top of the tower, you see a spiraling set of steps that swirl all the way up, as the tower itself isn't a structure to enter, but more of something to climb up.
Wait.
So, what do we do?
Well, everybody, I guess we're fucking climbing.
Great.
Unless y'all got a way to break a hole through the fucking side of the tower.
All right.
I do have a climber's kit. Cool.
Look at you.
I was prepared many
You
years
are.
ago.
You're like, I'm gonna need this at some point. I don't know when, but I'm gonna need it.
There was a checklist on my adventurer's manual, and it said climbing kit, a net, a dagger, an axe, and I have all of them.
So, for the most part, are we taking the stairs up, or did you want to take an alternative way?
Stairs sounds fine.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it. So, let me put you guys on the map.
Yeah.
Cordelia don't have a climbing kit. She's not a Boy Scout, so I'm using the stairs.
Same for Hawk.
She's a lady. Ladies use the stairs. So as you guys make your way up these spiraling set of stairs, you make it to the top of the tower, where you don't see a lot happening other than the glowing green orbs that are kind of like lifted on these daises on kind of each corner, and then one in like the center on the far edge of the tower. So 5 crystals total. And then in the center you see this green sigil activated, as there is a green Abishai standing in the middle of it, holding its hands, kind of like doing what looks like spell work, as it's muttering to itself in Draconic. On either side of it, there looks to be pitfalls that which you can't really see into at the moment from where you are, but you can smell the fresh blood. As the Abishai looks up from his spell work, his hand's still moving, but he ceases his incantation as he looks at you. And when he speaks in common, and also in a familiar voice. As you've, except for Myria. Myria has not heard this voice, but the rest of you have heard this voice before.
I swear to God.
He speaks in the voice of Iskander, the wizard that you were trying to help escape from the cult.
No.
And his voice is sorrowful as he continues the incantation, but he says, I am afraid it's too late. In just a few moments, she will be released. Is there anything in?
I don't see how you can do that when you don't exactly have all the math, so...
Hawk, like, I could try and drag him out of the circle if someone can dispel it.
That would take a very high level dispel magic, and I don't think I have that big of a bag.
Patience has dispel magic.
She does.
At a super high level.
She can cast it up to 7th level.
More than Myria.
Hawk? Oh, that might be useful. Hold on.
Oh. I'll say, as you guys are conversing with this Abishai that is speaking in the voice of Iskander, you hear this loud, like, groan, but it is the kind of groan that you hear from structures, like from massive metal structures, as the egg-like cage is starting to open from the top, very, very slowly.
Right.
Hawk, and yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Hawk,
No, you're good.
I have an idea. And then he's gonna sit there and kind of like, I'm assuming this place is kind of dusty, sandy floors, grossness, like no one's cleaning it.
Yeah, basically.
Cool. He's gonna like kind of sit there and be like, I have a new trick I can try. And he's gonna pick up a pinch of dust and just kind of like, I'm not sure how this works. And he's gonna kind of move his hands around and like pass the dust forward towards the Abishai.
Okay.
Said, but it's time for you to take a nap. And he's gonna cast sleep.
Okay. Allow me to...
And it doesn't say that there is a save for
It
that.
It's
There
on hit die.
is a specific thing.
Yeah, you gotta roll some d8s.
Yes. All right, so allow me to roll. Or if you would like to, I'll have you roll since this is your spell, Sydney. So I will need 5 d8s.
I only
Let me
have
look.
1. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I can just use D&D Beyond.
Let's say you can go to the next room over and steal all of Tabatha's. She has like
my own thing of dice.
500.
I counted.
You said 5d8?
5d8, yes.
20.
So I'm gonna say, unfortunately, this creature's hit points are a little too high.
Mm-hmm.
As the dust will settle over, and you see a moment where he closes his eyes and he sighs, and then he opens them again. If only it were that easy. It would be nice.
I have a plan.
Just lay down. It could be.
I
Please.
very much would like to rest.
Like, you could
But she will not.
Yeah, I have a plan.
What's your plan?
That Cordelia's gonna say sometimes I know how concentration spell works. And sometimes aggressive negotiations are needed.
I thought you were gonna say
She's gonna-
sometimes that is better.
Basic. She's gonna run as fast as she can in there, and she is using her rapier.
Oh, my clothes.
Okay, so we're initiating combat is what we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
if this help stops it, I'm sorry.
that's fine.
for
Yeah.
Doing
So what
this
I
to you.
What I will have
Heather.
you do, what I'll have you do, you can roll me the attack. We'll
Mhm.
see how much damage that does. I will roll a
Do I
concentration
do
for
my
him.
2 attacks or just 1 attack?
We can let's do 1 attack for now.
Okay.
And then I will have to roll his concentration.
That is 28.
28 does hit.
Can I do my sneak attack to it?
No.
No?
Yeah.
No, it's up to you. You're the
Oh, all right. Yeah, add your sneak attack to that. You might need it.
okay because my specific role as a swashbuckler can sneak attack 1v1.
Okay. All right. So he rolled a 25 on his concentration.
30,
How many?
32 points of damage.
32. I will take that.
With
Okay.
nice sneak attack.
All right. So Cordelia, you rush forward, you brandish your rapier, and you essentially run him clean through, like your sword going through his diaphragm, out his back, and you hear that like wheeze of him being stabbed through. And he will put a hand on your shoulder and just say, "I wish it were that easy. She will not."
Cordelia's
let me
face is
stop.
Yeah, Cordelia's face is not angry, like she's sorrowful for wanting to do this or needing to, but
He will, and he will say, "I do not wish to fight you, but you will have to end me in order to make this stop. The masks were never for releasing her. The masks were for reinstating her power. The ritual was always meant to release her. I will tell you as since you risked yourselves to save me. Just know that if she escapes, she will not be at full power. It might be possible to put her back in. But you will have to be quick if you want to keep her from escaping. The egg will open in just a few moments. I need you to kill me.
How
So.
can we like?
All right.
If we destroy the circle, will that stop this? Motion to the circle on the floor.
To destroy the circle, you must destroy me.
All right. Myria's gonna walk up and stab him with her glaive.
Okay. But I will say we are gonna have to pause it here for
Yeah.
tonight because we're initiating
Yeah.
combat, and
Yep.
that'll take a while, and people got to go to bed and go to work. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this is
So-
getting a little stressful.
I know. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to fight your friend Iskander in order to
Yeah.
stop the ritual. Well, not your friend Myria.
No, not
Yeah.
Everyone else really bonded with him. You're like, all right, fine, let's
Yeah.
fucking stab him.
like you said. You asked. Who am I to tell you no?
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna grant your wish. All right. Okay.
After
So,
you asked, and I know you were people's fairy godmother.
are there any last things anyone wants to say before we end it?
Nope.
All right. So that.
Damn.
Yeah. Sucks.
I
Tiamat's a bitch.
I guess
Mhm.
Cordelia's gonna say, "I'm sorry." That's all she's gonna say, and then
And I am too. So. All right. So with that, we will end it here. We will pick it up again in 2 weeks, where you'll be fighting your friend Iskander, forced to serve Tiamat in his afterlife as one of her Abishai. Which, hey, good for him. He got a really big promotion really fast on dying, but that also sucks.
It's a promotion you didn't want.
Yes.
So wait, is he technically dead?
Yeah, so he technically died when the tower collapsed on him. Tiamat collected his soul and turned him into an Abishai, which he is now a fiend. So he died, but he is now a fiend.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. If he was classified as a dead or undead.
He is classified as a fiend.
Cool. That's what I wanted to
Yes.
know. Thank you.
Yep. So, alright, so with that, we will call it here. Thanks for playing.
Okay.
Thanks for those that watched. We are going to do this again in 2 weeks, still playing by 2014 rules, because that's how we roll. So,
Yep.
Hey,
alright,
good
night.
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 night.